Hey everyone, it's me, Q. I am the CEO and founder of Rising Phoenix Holistic Health and Wellness. I just wanted to come through and shed some light on a few things that I realized about messages. I know that this field that we are all exploring is quite new, and I explore it in scientific terms. And sometimes when I'm speaking, I get lost in thought, and I spend a lot of time in science, in the science field, because where man tried to separate science and spirituality, it's one and the same, which is why there was a halt on science because many couldn't understand the spiritual realm or the metaphysical part of life. So they separated the two and couldn't continue, which is why there was a stagnation and evolution and the development of humanity, but technology kept progressing. I say that to say I I sometimes forget small words because I spend so much time in the science world, the spiritual realm. So don't feel bad. But I did want to come through and clear up some things. First and foremost, I want to shed some light on something. I understand that many do not believe in the existence of what we call Jesus Christ, Yeshua, and there was a lot of controversy around this subject. I want to state that Yeshua, Jesus Christ, is not a religion. He is history. Just like you would believe in Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and so many other great historians who did something so impactful during their time. That is the same as Jesus Christ, yet he was weaponized to create control. So I do want to clear that up. Jesus Christ is not a religion. He was made to be a religion because he was seen as Savior. And he was Savior because it is where man met spirituality, the metaphysical, and they couldn't explain it. So they idealized it. And then it became religion. Jesus Christ is history. And his purpose on this earth is history. It's impactful. And it was the groundwork set before us in order for us to sustain on this earth. And I just wanted to clarify that. That being said, I know that in the spiritual realm or in spirituality, a lot of people use the word transmutation, which is also a science word. I want to break this down for many who do not understand what we are referring to, and I want to do it in phases. The first phase, after you have identified you are in a mental loop, a stagnated place in your mind where it seems to be what we term overthinking or stressful. Once you have identified that you are in this loop, you must dive into it. This means that you have identified that you are a part of mental warfare. You are battling within your mind because you seek to progress forward, but you don't know how to actually do that. Well, I'm about to give you this in phases. When I say stay ready so you don't have to get ready, that means always have your altar in your mind. Always be ready to surrender, if not yourself, the things that are coming up against you. And this you can recognize when you're like, oh man, when you hit a roadblock, when you're doing something or encountering something, or out of nowhere, something just starts to deteriorate your mood. You become angry, or you wake up angry, or you're irritated, or you're overwhelmed, you want to identify that this means that there is mental warfare happening within you. And you want to stay ready by always being willing to submit or yield these things at your altar, the circumstance, the situation, the thought, the stagnation, that thing you want but seems like you can't reach it. It's this invisible barrier. It's like taking something that seems like a mountain, and with your mind, you're able to reduce it down, to place it right in front of you, to understand what it is that you need to do at this time. So it's like taking a platform, one of these social media platforms, and you reduce it down to just you and the person you're talking to. Yes, that is bringing it to your level so that it doesn't seem so overwhelming. And you do this with your mind. This is controlling energy. We always try to assess or tackle things on a larger scale, on the scale that it's been presented to us in. And that's the wrong thing to do, because you're on something else's playing field. You want to bring it to your playing field. You want to bring it to your sector. You want to bring it into your world so that you can better understand it and utilize it. Now, this is what stay ready means. It means always be ready to identify if something is mental warfare. So if you meet a blockage or a challenge on your road or your path or your situation, your condition, your circumstance, and your task, whatever it may be, no matter how small or large it seems, understand this is mental warfare. This is a challenge on your mind. Now, that means that there is this invisible barrier created. And the barrier is only there because your mind has created it, and your mind has the ability to reduce it and eradicate it. Once we do that, we go into phase 2. Now, a lot of people use this, and I like to use it, but I want to explain what it means. When I say I eat it, like I eat that energy, this is what it means. It means transmuting. I transmute that energy. What transmuting means means for me, Source, Creator, God, Yahweh Elohim, has made me an open vessel, which means that I am open access. I am protected at all times, but He allows energy to find me freely because it is the way that I am able to decode it. And it also activates things within me that transforms into knowledge. So when I refer to eating energy, it means that I'm allowing that energy to come into me. I'm allowing that energy to flow through me, regardless of what it is, regardless of where it's from. And that means I'm feeling that energy in all of its entirety. I'm not trying to pretend about it, which is why I enjoy solitude and seclusion, because it gives me what I like to remember and bask in as the messy part. The messy part is the part that no one else gets to see. It's the part that we like to term the ugly phase. It's the part where it's new, it's fresh, and you don't know what it is, so you're going to let it take you up and through there. You're going to feel every emotion. You're going to feel the anger. You're going to feel the rage. You're going to feel the sadness. You're going to feel it all until at the end of the day, it has been conformed to your liking as you purging it through tears. That's what transmuting it is. It's not pretending that it's not there, or it doesn't exist, or it didn't bother you. No, it bothers you. It bothers everyone. You let it bother you. Just let it. Let it bother you. And then as it bothers you, understand it. Don't try to mute it. Don't try to stop it. This is transmuting energy. This is eating it. This is chomping it down, digesting it so that it becomes a part of your records, your rapport, so that you know what to do whenever you come up against this energy again. It's like immunization. The only way you're going to know it is if you experience it. So That's what you're doing. You're breaking that energy down, regardless of what it is or where it's coming from. You don't have to deal with it at the moment that it has been placed upon you, because you never allow anything or anyone to have control over your emotions, your mind, you. But if it just stays on you and it doesn't go anywhere, you take that time out to yourself and you understand it. You explore it, you travel through it. You play it back so that you get a greater understanding of what just transpired. Like, why did I just feel like that? What just happened? And then if that rage comes up, that what we like to say, ignorance comes up, allow that ignorance in. Because you're in the privacy of your own solitude. Allow that ignorance in. Let that beast roar. Because you don't want to suppress that beast, and then when you're out and about, that beast just comes out of nowhere because it's tired of being suppressed. No, when you're in your solitude and your seclusion, this is the messy part. This is the fun part. This is the part no one gets to see. You let that beast roar up. You let that beast tackle that energy. You let it until there is no more rage in you. And then now you're just like, all that energy has been transmuted, has been eaten. And now you're gonna sit down and say, why? What was that? I don't know. I didn't like that. You're gonna get to the true feelings about it. Like, even if the first initial reaction is anger and rage and violence and aggression, within the sanctity of your own safe haven, your own energy, you're breaking it down to better understand it. And then once you do that, and it leads you down the path to crying, you're not weak. You just transmuted. You just ate that energy. Now that energy lives in you, decoded. So the next time that situation or that circumstance, that feeling arises, you're going to be able to maneuver past it. And sometimes it becomes so sensitive that you can tell it from a mile away, and you don't even give it a chance to get to you, to greet you. That's what eating energy is. That's what transmuting energy is. It's nothing where you like mythical about it. The magic is understanding that everything you need is within you to overcome any obstacle, challenge, or barrier. It's all a mental blockage. It happens within the mind. And I wanted to come and share that because once going through so much, I require solitude and seclusion. It's not because I don't want to be around others. It's because I need to be able to process the energy that was just thrown at me, that was just given to me, because it transforms into knowledge, to wisdom. There is so much that is being unveiled. And just like any great war, you have to allow that settling of the dust. You have to allow that reacclimation into life. Because regardless of if you believe in the spiritual realm or not, the ethereal, it's real and it's intense. Because not only are you dealing with intense warfare on a different plane, in a different dimension, you're also dealing with the physical reality of people coming against you, speaking against you. So you're just getting warfare constantly. So when all of that is settled, it takes time for it to settle in the 3D and the reality. It takes time for it to catch up. It takes time because man has its own laws. And they have to obey and follow their own laws in order for things to be solidified. And that is where patience is required. That is where you get to rest and receive what eating and transmuting energy provides unto you. That wisdom. that knowledge, those doors opening into different places. You utilize your time and your solitude for the greater good. It's a beautiful thing. It is. It's intense. And I don't wish it on anyone. No one. Because not to degrade or be derogative toward anybody, but given what I have experienced, I understand why there is so much mental instability, depression. I want to prevent suicide. Because that kind of pressure in your mind and no one to understand can be detrimental to one's life. Not everyone can handle that. No one can handle that. That's a lot. Trust me, I know. That's a lot. To feel like you're backed into a corner and no one knows or can understand, no one hears you. So I wanted to come and share that with you because as the CEO and founder of Rising Phoenix Holistic Health and Wellness, I handle every client, every collaboration personally because I am experienced too. And I handle it at the level of privacy that it needs to be. So let me inform you, when I say let me see, I'm not seeking to probe into you. I'm not seeking to expose secrets or uncover things that could break you. I'm saying let me see because I understand that sometimes language and communication can be a barrier, an invisible barrier. And the words that you don't have, that you can't express, that are too hurtful and painful and traumatic to even begin to speak, you allow me to see it. But understand, that's only because of my empathy, my own vulnerability. So I'm not asking you to do something that I'm not doing myself. In order to see you, I have to allow you to see me. I'm not seeking to hurt anyone, to confuse anyone, to break anyone, to deceive anyone. I am truly here to heal. I am on mission. This is not a show. This is not me seeking to claim something other than my birthright to heal the world. And I'm able to do it on a micro level, which means an individual, and scale it up to a macro level, which means globally. I have that ability because I have learned how to utilize energy. And no, I didn't learn it by reading a bunch of books. I did go to school. I am a forever student, a professional student. But learning energy, honestly, I only took physics. I didn't take metaphysics. I didn't take quantum physics. This all came when I went within. It's an innate knowledge in me. So where some have broken down to better understand, that doesn't help me because what they understand is not my understanding and my understanding is not their understanding. I learned to take complex things and bring it to my level to better understand it. So this is why intercollaboration is necessary because what I speak, others can translate into their scientific language. And then what they write in scientific language, I can translate into words, into a more simpler meaning or explanation. I want to close out with we have to understand and remember again, Jesus Christ is not a religion. He is history. Many things spoken in the Bible is used as religion, but it is history. So when man was dismantled and they spoke other languages. It's a real thing. That's what separated them, so that they could not come together and plot to create idols. But you know, there is one language that we all share, and that is the language of love. And you know how you read it? Through the eyes. Everyone have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you for your time. Again, I am Q. I am the CEO and founder of Rising Phoenix Holistic Health and Wellness, and I hope this helps anyone who listens. Thank you for your time.